What's up, y'all, man? It's Christiamentalz, you feel me? Shout out to GK Entertainment for this interview, man.
All day, shining all night. In my line, only win the money, right, huh?
GK here, kicking it with Christiamentalz today.
It's good.
Appreciate you coming out, getting tatted, doing the interview at the same time.
Hell yeah, man. Appreciate you having me.
My first question is, what inspired you to even get into music?
So, man, from an early age, I kind of always had like a connection with music that was like on a deeper level than like, you know, your average person. My family members, they would always be like amazed at how I would remember all the lyrics to the songs on the radio and shit like that. Like even at an early age, probably as early as like 3 years old. And then when I was in elementary school, you know, I always kept my CD player with me, like my little Walkman, kept a CD wallet, and I bring all my shit to the school. And, you know, I would even record songs to like a cassette tape off the radio, all the hottest songs on the radio, bring them to the school and stuff like that, and be playing songs. And that's when I figured out I wanted to DJ. And then from there, I started making ringtones on my first cell phone, on the Nokia phone that everybody had. I was making ringtones, like mimicking all of the hottest songs and stuff like that. And people were like, "Man, bro, that really sounds on point. Like, that's tight." And then I picked up Fruity Loops in middle school, but I didn't really take it serious like that until like later on in high school after all the sports was over. And from there, I was just kind of like, you know what? I kind of always wanted to do music, and I know it's an alternative path. Like my parents might want me to go to college and be this and be that, but I always kind of wanted to do music. So I was like, shit, I think this is what I want to do.
Okay. Well done. So it sounds like you was inspired super early. Do you remember any like of the artists, like the beats that inspired you coming up, producers?
I would say back then, like early, it might have been like Jermaine Dupri, and then like, you know, a little later on, probably in elementary school, of course the Hot Boys was going crazy, one of my favorite groups of all time. So Manny Fresh, shout out to Manny Fresh, he's one of my favorite producers of all time. Manny Fresh, definitely Timbaland, Battle Cat, you know, when it comes to Snoop Dogg and DPG and stuff like that, Dr. Dre. DJ Quick too, man. Like DJ Quick was like real groovy. Like DJ Quick was going in. There's a lot of names that I want to name, but I can't really think of them all right now. But definitely those though.
Okay. Well, you just dropped this project, Clap God. Shoot. And you produced the whole thing, you mastered the whole thing.
Produced, mixed, mastered, recorded all of the tracks. So I was able to get everybody that's on the album in the studio. So I actually worked with all of them hands on.
Okay. Well, that was my question about the artists, because you take the time to make the beats and make sure that they're perfect.
Yeah.
How do you pick like which artist is going to be on which tracks?
Half of the time I don't even pick, you know, it's just like, because a lot of the people that's on there, you know, they busy guys. So like I can't really just call them and tell them to be me at the studio half the time. Like half of the time I'm just there in the studio and they just happen to show up. And I'll be like, hey, bro, I got something dope, you feel me? I think you would sound tight on you trying to do a verse or a hook or something like that. And it's good. You know, a lot of people it's not really good for it like that, but I'm just blessed to, you know, have that ability to where they respect it and be like, yeah, it's good, let's do it.
Man, is there a sound, or how would you describe this album?
Clap God, it's a lot different from, I wouldn't say it's a lot different from all my other albums. But Clap God is pretty much based around, I'm a big Gucci Mane fan, so that's why it's called Clap God, because I really love the Trap God mixtapes, Trap God 2 in particular. But it's all type of stuff on there. You got trap beats, you got up tempo like club sounding beats, like bass sounding beats. You got like some chill, like, you know, it's a chopped and screw beat on there. The feel for it really is just to put it in and play it from start to finish. Like you can listen to every song, like, you know, like you can wake up, throw that in, and it's gonna get you going for the rest of the day. Like it's just a whole bunch of claps on there. That's why it's called the Clap God. It just really feel good.
Man, are you gonna have any visuals for this?
We're working on a couple right now. We're actually working on a visual for Money Right, which is the first single we dropped the week before the album came out on the 14th. But that's the song that features Hollywood Keefe and Chippers from the NHT Boys. And if you haven't heard the song, you can go to DJCoasterKid.com, and it's on there. He premiered it. You can go to Thizzler. It's on Thizzler. You can go to Music Zoo. You can go to Bay Area Compass. You can go to Digital Drip too. It's on DigitalDrip.com. So it's kind of like it's blossoming right now. So go check that out.
That's what I was actually going to ask you, because I got my physical copy. But are those the same places you can get the whole album from, or where can you get the whole album?
You can get the whole album at all of those places too, and it's actually available on live mixtapes today. So you can get it on live mixtapes, and for those who want to purchase the album, it's going to be on iTunes on the 28th of this month, April 28th. It's going to be on iTunes, so you can get it there. Yeah, it's going to be available, and I'm getting it in the stores too. I was just down at San Jose yesterday. So it's at Streetlight Records right now. I'm gonna go hit up Rasputin in Berkeley and San Francisco tomorrow, and I'm gonna go put it in those stores. And when I get a chance to get out to Sac, I'm gonna go put it in Dimples too. So all my Sacramento people, it'll be out there for you too. So
okay. Any shout outs you want to make?
Man, shout out to you guys, man, for coming out here promptly. I know we just talked about this last night, so I appreciate y'all coming out. I really wanted to do the interview. Shout out to Vicious Inks, of course, you feel me? He's doing my tab right now, so anybody that's trying to get some good work, you feel me? Holla at him. He's on Instagram at Vicious Ink, you feel me? Or Vicious Inks, spelled correctly. Shout out to THG, JVE, my team. You feel me? We trying to move in right now, and it's really happening. You feel me? We just had these Clap Guys shirts. I don't have one on me right now. They all sold out yesterday within a week. So shout out to my boy James Shorter that helped me make the shirts, and Banks actually designed the shirts and did the cover art for my CDs. So big shout out to him. Shout out to all my Schmop Life people, all of my HBK people. Shout out to the NHT Boys. Shout out to everybody that's featured on my album. Salty, ST Spittin', Dave Steezy, Clyde Carson, JN, Cool John, Flip. The list goes on, man. If I didn't say your name, my bad. But shout out to everybody on the album. Shout out to all the studios that let me record at they spot, the Tree Crew Studios, Underpass, Igloo Studios in San Pablo. Shout out to Just Ain't Heard of Me Yet. My folks out there that be throwing parties and stuff like that at the Shadow Lounge every other Thursday. Big shout out to all the DJs that's spinning my records and that want some of my records. If you want some of my records, man, just holler at me on IG. You can follow me on IG at Christiamentalz. So you'll be able to see that name, in the link and stuff like that, because I know you can't spell it on your own. But,
it's about to pop up in the interview. So
yeah.
Don't worry.
I got plenty more shout outs. I can't really name them right now. I'm trying to take this pain, so.
We appreciate you coming out. Make sure you get Clap Guy, download it, purchase it. GK, Christiamentalz. Yeah.
No test, remember times in the West. Now they label us the best. Focus on your bread. Me and sandwiches complete. I'm getting lettuce in your bitches underneath eating meat. Gotta run a blade, making money on her feet. I'm in a lab in your